As you heard, it was a big election night for Democrats and supporters of abortion rights in several states. But are those races really an accurate indicator for 2024? Here's Hallie Jackson.
From Ohio to Virginia to Kentucky, victory laps today for Democrats, including at the White House.
The voters said, look, the government should not be telling a woman what to do with her body.
The election night success powered by the fight over abortion access.
Having the most extreme law in the country, the people of Kentucky strongly oppose that.
Democratic Governor Andy Beshear reelected in deep red Kentucky after putting abortion rights front and center. In Ohio, voters chose to protect those rights in the state's constitution.
Abortion access is the law of the land in Ohio.
And in Virginia, Democrats won full control of the state legislature, even after the Republican governor led the charge to turn it red.
I'm a little disappointed.
Hoping to pass a 15-week abortion ban with exceptions for rape, incest, and the life of the mother.
Abortion is potentially one of the most difficult topics in Virginia and around the nation.
The results from 2023, a potential signal for 2024, that a year and a half after Roe versus Wade was overturned, voters are prioritizing protections for abortion access.
I don't agree with abortion, but I also feel that a woman should be able to make that choice herself.
For Republicans, a disappointing result.
We can't ignore it. And Democrats are going to run on this, right? This is all the Democrats are running on. And Republicans need to have an answer.
But the reality check for Democrats, 2023 is not 2024, which will be higher profile and higher turnout. And the support for abortion rights is outpacing support for President Biden himself, who remains unpopular overall. Not long after new polling showed Republican frontrunner Donald Trump beating President Biden in some key swing states, a new poll now shows the president trailing Mr. Trump by 4 points nationally in a hypothetical head-to-head matchup. President Biden's approval rating just 39%.
He's too old. It doesn't seem that he has a good structure, and I think he's not taking care of the economy as he should.
Hallie, we're likely to see abortion as a major issue in 2024 as well.
Yeah, Democrats certainly hope that's the case, Lester. You're already seeing a push in some key states, Arizona, Pennsylvania, even here in Florida, to try to get protection for abortion access on the ballot, partly to try to drive voter turnout and give President Biden a boost.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or follow us on social media.